Imagine a world where a desert kingdom becomes a global sports powerhouse overnight, where billions of dollars transform barren landscapes into world-class stadiums, where political ambitions are realized not through traditional diplomacy, but on football pitches and golf courses. This isn't science fiction. This is Saudi Arabia's audacious plan to revolutionize the world of sports. We're about to dive into a world where sport, money, politics, and power collide in ways you've never seen before. Before we delve into Saudi Arabia's strategy, let's address a fundamental truth. Sports are political. They have always been political, and they will always be political. From the ancient Olympic truces to the modern Olympic boycotts, from Jackie Robinson breaking baseball's color barrier to Colin Kaepernick taking a knee, sports have consistently been an arena for political expression and social change. What we're seeing with Saudi Arabia's investments is not new in essence, but unprecedented in scale. It's a stark reminder that sport, money, politics, and power are inextricably linked, and nobody understands this better than Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. By wielding sports as a tool for political influence, economic diversification, and global reputation management, Saudi Arabia is simply playing the game that's always been played, but with billions of dollars as their chess pieces. In a dramatic shift, Saudi Arabia has rapidly emerged as a major force in global sports. This isn't mere entertainment. It's a strategic play with far-reaching implications. From buying top-tier soccer clubs to luring global superstars, Saudi Arabia is reshaping the sports landscape. Today we examine this multi-billion-dollar gambit and its culmination, the kingdom's bold bid for the 2034 FIFA World Cup. To understand this seismic shift, we need to look at Vision 2030, Saudi Arabia's ambitious plan to diversify its economy and reshape its global image. Sports isn't just a footnote in this plan, it's a cornerstone. The kingdom sees sports as a vehicle for economic diversification, reducing reliance on oil by developing a robust sports and entertainment sector. Tourism growth, attracting millions of visitors through high-profile sporting events. Job creation, building a sports industry that provides employment for Saudi youth. Soft power projection, enhancing Saudi Arabia's global influence through sports diplomacy. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the architect of Vision 2030, has made sports a personal priority. Under his leadership, Saudi Arabia has committed billions to this strategy, viewing it as an investment in the country's future. But how exactly is Saudi Arabia executing this ambitious plan? Let's break it down. Saudi Arabia's sports strategy is multifaceted and aggressive. High-profile acquisitions. In 2021, Saudi Arabia's public investment fund acquired Newcastle United, instantly becoming a major player in the world's most watched soccer league. This move sent shockwaves through the football world and signaled Saudi Arabia's intent to be taken seriously in global sports. The $409 million deal was just the beginning of Saudi Arabia's football ambitions. Star power. In a move that stunned the footballing world, Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the greatest players of all time, signed with Saudi club Al Nassr in 2022 for a reported $200 million per year. This wasn't just about bringing talent to Saudi Arabia. It was a statement of intent, showing that the kingdom could attract global superstars and generate worldwide attention. Following Ronaldo's move, other stars like Karim Benzema and Neymar also made the switch to the Saudi Pro League. Creating rival ligas. The launch of Live Golf in 2022 challenged the established order in professional golf, offering enormous purses and attracting top talent like Phil Mickelson and Dustin Johnson. With a reported $2 billion investment, Live Golf wasn't just about golf. It was a clear signal that Saudi Arabia is willing and able to disrupt traditional sports structures. The subsequent merger, talks between Live Golf and the PGA Tour, further underscore the impact of Saudi Arabia's strategy. Hosting major events. From Formula One races to high-profile boxing matches, Saudi Arabia is positioning itself as a prime destination for global sports events. The kingdom hosted its first F1 Grand Prix in 2021 and has since become a regular fixture on the calendar. In boxing, Saudi Arabia has hosted several high-profile fights, including the Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz Jr. rematch in 2019. Infrastructure development. Massive investments in stadiums and sports facilities are transforming the country's landscape. The kingdom is not just building for current needs, but is looking ahead to its World Cup ambitions, with several world-class stadiums already under construction. This strategy has been labeled sports washing by critics, who argue it's an attempt to distract from human rights concerns. Supporters, however, see it as a legitimate path to modernization and global engagement. Regardless of perspective, the scale and pace of Saudi Arabia's sports investments are unprecedented. Now, let's turn to Saudi Arabia's most ambitious play yet, the bid to host the 2034 FIFA World Cup. This isn't just about a month-long tournament, it's about cementing Saudi Arabia's place as a global sports powerhouse. It's important to note that the 2022 World Cup in Qatar was the first Winter World Cup in history, challenging the notion that major tournaments can't be held in the Middle East due to climate concerns. Saudi Arabia is looking to build on this precedent. Hosting the World Cup would require construction of multiple world-class stadiums, a process that is already underway. Saudi Arabia is not waiting for the bid to be accepted, but is proactively building infrastructure to strengthen its case. Massive upgrades to transportation and hospitality infrastructure, including high-speed rail links and expanded airport capacity. Addressing concerns about climate, potentially leading to another Winter World Cup in the region. The potential benefits are enormous. Unprecedented global media focus on Saudi Arabia for an extended period. A significant boost to tourism and international business ties, potentially attracting millions of visitors. Lasting improvements to national infrastructure that will benefit the country long after the tournament. The opportunity to showcase Saudi culture and hospitality on a global stage. However, this bid also faces significant hurdles. Questions about human rights, worker conditions, and the treatment of LGBTQ+ individuals will be at the forefront of discussions. FIFA and the global football community will need to grapple with these issues as they consider Saudi Arabia's bid. The kingdom's ability to address these concerns will be crucial to the success of its World Cup ambitions. It's crucial to understand that Saudi Arabia's sports investments are part of a larger geopolitical strategy. By becoming a major player in global sports, Saudi Arabia gains increased cultural influence. Sports provide a platform to shape global perceptions and narratives about Saudi Arabia. New channels for diplomacy. Sporting events offer opportunities for informal diplomatic encounters and relationship building. A more prominent voice in international affairs. Success in sports can translate to increased respect and influence in other domains. This push comes as Saudi Arabia seeks to reposition itself on the world stage, balancing traditional alliances with new partnerships and attempting to project a more modern, open image to the world. The kingdom is not just competing in sports, it's competing for global relevance and influence in the 21st century. The kingdom's sports strategy also reflects a changing global order, where emerging powers are using non-traditional means to assert their influence. In this context, hosting a World Cup or owning a Premier League team becomes as much about geopolitics as it is about sports. Moreover, these investments serve domestic purposes as well. By bringing world-class sports and entertainment to Saudi Arabia, the government aims to satisfy the aspirations of its young population, potentially redirecting energies that might otherwise lead to social or political unrest. While the potential economic benefits of Saudi Arabia's sports investments are significant, they also pose challenges. The kingdom is spending billions on these initiatives at a time when it's also trying to diversify its economy away from oil dependence. Key economic considerations include job creation in the sports and entertainment sectors, boost to related industries like hospitality and construction, potential for increased foreign investment and tourism revenue. However, questions remain about the long-term sustainability and return on investment of these massive sports projects. Critics argue that the funds could be better spent on education, healthcare, or other sectors that might provide more direct benefits to Saudi citizens. There's also the risk of creating a bubble in the sports market, particularly in football, where Saudi clubs are offering astronomical salaries that may not be sustainable in the long term. Saudi Arabia's billions in sports investments represent a bold bet on the future. It's a strategy that's already reshaping the sports landscape, from the fairways of professional golf to the pitches of European football. As the kingdom sets its sights on the 2034 World Cup, the world watches with a mix of anticipation and apprehension. Will this massive investment pay off in terms of economic diversification and improved global standing? Or will concerns about human rights and sports washing overshadow these ambitious plans? Can Saudi Arabia balance its rapid sports development with sustainable economic practices? As Saudi Arabia continues its sports power play, these questions will only grow in importance. One thing is certain: the impact of these investments will be felt far beyond the world of sports for years to come. Whether viewed as a visionary strategy or a controversial gambit, Saudi Arabia's sports revolution is undeniably reshaping the global sports landscape and challenging our understanding of the intersection between sports, politics, and international relations.